Welcome to a Sim Code. Want more coding tips? Like, subscribe, and you won't miss a single video. In Python, lists can be used as queues, which are structures that follow the first in, first out FIFO principle. To implement a queue using a list, elements are added to the end of the list using the append method and removed from the front using the pop0 method. While this approach is simple and intuitive, it can be inefficient for large lists because removing elements from the beginning of the list requires shifting all other elements, leading to an O(n) time complexity. An alternative approach for more efficient queue operations is to use the collections.deep class, which is optimized for fast appends and pops from both ends. This example demonstrates how to implement a queue using a Python list, which operates on the first in, first out FIFO principle. It begins by creating an empty list, then adds 3 items, apple, banana, cherry, to the queue using the append method. After that, the example dequeues the items one by one using pop0, removing and printing each item in the order they were added. The queue is printed after each operation to show the state of the queue, demonstrating how items are processed in the same order they arrive. The goal of this example is to illustrate how enqueuing and dequeuing work using a list, simulating a real-world queue system like a line at a checkout. Create an empty list to represent the queue. A queue is a data structure that follows the first in, first out FIFO principle, which means the first element added is the first to be removed. Here, we use a Python list to represent this behavior, as Python lists maintain order. The list will store elements and maintain the order in which they are added. Type of queue, list. A list in Python is a collection of elements that are ordered. Initially, the queue is empty and waiting to be populated. Enqueue add elements to the queue using the append method. Enqueue means adding an item to the end of the queue, preserving the order in which tasks arrive. The string apple is added to the end of the list using the append method. Apple is a task or item added to the queue, and by appending it, we ensure that it goes to the back of the queue. Append is a method of the list data type in Python that appends the given element to the end of the list. After this line, the queue contains apple. Type of apple, string. A string is a sequence of characters, here representing an item in the queue. The list now becomes apple, banana, with banana being placed after apple. Type of banana, string. Another item is added to the queue following apple. After this line, the list looks like apple, banana, cherry, with cherry at the end of the queue. Type of cherry string. Yet another item is added to the queue, preserving the order. Print the queue after enqueuing elements. This print statement will show the state of the queue after the above operations. The output will be queue after enqueuing elements, apple, banana, cherry. This confirms that all the elements have been added in the correct order. Dequeue remove elements from the queue using the pop0 method. Dequeue means removing the first element from the queue. The pop0 method removes and returns the element at index 0, which is the first item in the list. Pop0 removes and returns the first item in the list, which is apple. Pop0 removes the item at index 0, the front of the queue. After this line, apple is removed from the queue. The method pop is used to remove an element from a list. When index 0 is provided, it removes the first element. The return value of pop0 is assigned to the variable first underscore item. The queue now becomes banana, cherry after apple is removed. Type of first underscore item, string. First underscore item now holds the string apple, the first element that was dequeued. This will print the value of first underscore item, which is apple. The print statement displays the item that was removed from the queue. In this case, apple is the item that was dequeued. This will show the state of the queue after one dequeue. After removing apple, the queue will look like this: banana, cherry. The print statement shows the updated queue after the dequeue operation. Continue dequeuing elements until the queue is empty. Removes banana, which is now the first element in the list. Pop0 again removes the first item of the list, which is banana in this case. After this line, banana is removed from the list, and the list now contains only cherry. Type of second underscore item, string. Second underscore item now holds the string banana, which was dequeued. This will print banana, showing the second item that was removed from the queue. The print function displays the item that was removed, in this case, banana. This shows the updated queue after removing banana. After removing banana, the queue is now just cherry. Removes cherry, which is now the last remaining item in the queue. After this operation, cherry is removed from the queue, and the list becomes empty. Pop 0 removes the first, and now the only, item, which is cherry. Type of third underscore item, string. Third underscore item now holds the string cherry, the last item that was dequeued. This will print cherry, showing that it is the last item removed. The print statement shows the last item that was dequeued from the queue. This will print the queue after all items have been removed. The queue is now empty after all items have been dequeued. Now run our code. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and hit that subscribe button.